Hey guys, welcome back to Startup Central. Today we're going to be talking about the price action of Bitcoin. Why is it going down so much? And what can we expect? Will it be bouncing back up, or will it actually go and drop all the way to $12,000 perhaps? That's what we're going to be talking in this video. So if this is interesting to you, you have to stay till the end of the video, because I'm going to be explaining why I think it might be bouncing, at what point, and how far up it could be going. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, guys, if you have been following the news today, you have noticed that Bitcoin has dropped all the way to around $21,000 per Bitcoin, which is a steep drop compared to what it was. It was around $30,000 just 2 days ago. So it's a big drop. It's actually around 25-30%, and that is a lot, guys. Now, it's not unseen in the Bitcoin or the crypto industry. That kind of drop is kind of normal, but we are getting to a scary level. And I'm going to be showing you my screen in a second, because that's a better way to understand. I'm going to do some little technical analysis to kind of predict where the price of Bitcoin is going to be going and why. So I'm going to share my screen with you now, and let's see. This is basically the chart of Bitcoin. This is a daily chart, so each one of these bars represents 1 day. And what we're seeing here is the current price of Bitcoin. I'm going to actually zoom this in a little bit, and we see that we touched around $20,780 per Bitcoin. Now, if you see this orange bar right here, this is a support level. It's placed, it could be placed at $20,000 per Bitcoin, which is a psychological level. $20,000 last every $10,000. It's psychological. It's like a barrier where normally people think that's enough. I'm now ready to buy Bitcoin. Those who are going to be buying it, but technically the support level, or the floor that potentially is going to be making Bitcoin bounce back up, it's actually placed at $19,666. And I know 66 is not a hopeful number, but that's how things are. And the way that support level is placed is actually, if you notice here on the left, we have hit that support level a number of times. And if we go actually to this is the weekly chart. Let's go to the daily chart. We will notice that the price of Bitcoin, so I just zoomed in a little bit, and we're going to go left here, and we will notice that as I zoom in, we have hit this 19,666 number a lot of times, which creates a support level. It could be going a little bit farther low. And here's the thing I want you to notice, because this is kind of the last support level, or the last floor, before we go into a steeper drop. So here's what we need to pay attention to. If the price of Bitcoin bounces at this support level of let's say 19,500, if it bounces back up and stays above that for a number of days, let's say 3-4 days, then we can be hopeful that the price of Bitcoin might actually go back up to where you might be asking, where the next resistance level, or the ceiling, is placed around $28,700, and that you have seen the price of Bitcoin hit it a number of times here, also here, and again here. So that is kind of the next support, resistance level. It used to be a floor, but remember, guys, once that floor is punctured and the price goes beyond that floor, then it turns into a ceiling, and now the price is going to be hitting the ceiling until it manages to puncture and go back up. So right now, our floor defending the price of Bitcoin is around 19,500. It has not hit that yet at the time of video, which is 9:40 p.m. Central. On today's the 13th of June. So today's the 13th, and so if you're into numerology, that's a bad day. I don't believe in those things, but some people do. So what I want you to notice is that the next support level, and we're going to actually draw that orange line here, is around $16,300. You can see that around here. So if we puncture that floor of the $19,600 or $19,500, we might be dropping to 16,300. But that is not a solid support, guys. The next solid support, and by that I mean like a strong support that is, meant to hold the price a lot more than this one, is the one you will see here. So we're going to actually drag this line here, because we have hit that a number of times. So let's bring it here, and that is just a little bit further down. That is around $2,600. So that is a stronger support. I really, really hope we do not have to puncture the 19.6 floor. If we do that, most possibly we will be going to $12,600, and that might, be stopping the drop on its heels. Now, what could make the price of Bitcoin go back up? Good news, guys, because remember, technical analysis is just a probabilistic game. So we kind of figure out what's going to be happening because we are studying what happened before, and history tells us a lot of how things might behave in the future, but it's not exactly the same thing. So we cannot predict unless you have a crystal ball or a tarot card reading set. So that's something we do not do in Startup Central, but it tells us, probabilistically this might happen. So we might be hitting 19,500 and bouncing back up. It's not the strongest of supports, but it is a strongish support. If we puncture that, then we'll be going to 12,600, and that it is a strong support. It is a really low for Bitcoin. We might, if that happens, we will be going back to the prices of October 2020, which is not exactly fun. But that might represent a good buying opportunity for people who are patient and waiting. Now, what have I done? I think $20,000 or around that price is a strong support enough for us to believe that the price of Bitcoin might be going back up. And so I have placed, as I mentioned in previous videos, I placed purchase orders at that price. At any rate, that's a good purchasing price. I just bought a little bit at $30,000, which was a strong support, as you can see here, at $30,500. That was a strong support because we hit that a number of times, but it wasn't enough. The strength was not enough to support Luna and Celsius. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Celsius, you need to watch that video. I'm going to place over there. Celsius has been causing more FUD in the industry, and while they don't fix that, people will be scared. Now, the other thing I want to show you to explain what's going on is CoinMarketCap. So let's go there. And CoinMarketCap will show us some figures. Give me just 1 second. And here we are. This is the total cryptocurrency market cap chart. So this means the total amount of money in US dollars in the whole crypto industry. So you will notice we were almost at $3 trillion back in November. So we went all the way down, and I also spoke about this in a previous video, all the way back to this support level. And market cap doesn't usually follow support levels, but at this point it has. So it's around under $1 trillion. We are currently at let's see, around 900 billion. So this is support level around 900 billion. So this gives us some hope that we have reached a low, and I'm going to tell you why I think this is. Now, again, market cap is not something that you can perform technical analysis on, but this is the thing. A lot of people are holding Bitcoin long term, like there are really true holders or hodlers. So my belief is that 900 billion amount is the amount that holders are willing not to let go. And we just went back to that support level of the amount of holders that will not let go of their Bitcoin, because they know that in the long term, we're going to be going back to $75,000 and beyond. So, and I'm one of those, and probably you're one of those, and you're wondering what you should do. So if you are holding your Bitcoin, you are helping hold the line and, keeping a certain amount of money in the crypto industry. Now, out of that 900 billion that we are currently seeing in the market cap, in the global market cap, around 45% is Bitcoin. The rest is altcoins, including Ethereum, which around 15% is Ethereum. So the rest of it is Solana and all those others. So it doesn't mean that Bitcoin represents the full extent of this. So around half of this are actually Bitcoin hodlers. But all in all, guys, my expectation, and this is the conclusion I promised towards the end of the video, I expect Bitcoin to bounce at least a little bit at the $19,500. So it might be a quick trade to buy at that price and potentially sell. I would, if you want to make a quick buck, and I'm not a financial advisor, guys. So if I was, I'm going to rephrase this. If I was trying to make a quick buck, I would place a purchase order at 9,750 and resell, as you can see at this place, around 22,500. That might help make a 10% profit on your my investment. And if you decide to follow this, which I don't advise to do, but if you do, that could potentially earn you what the banks like Wells Fargo or Chase or Bank of America would pay you in 10 years of leaving your money with them, or even more than that. So that to me is already good. Of course, I have a certain amount of Bitcoin for trading, for trades like this, and then a certain amount that I'm willing to hold long term, which is the majority of that. But that's my expectation. The only thing that would worry me, guys, if we puncture the 19,500 mark, because then we will be potentially dropping at least to 16,500. And then if we break that floor, we will be going to 12,500. I really hope that doesn't happen because of what I explained in the market cap explanation. We are potentially getting to the level where hodlers will not sell their Bitcoin. And if they do not sell, then the price will stop falling at that price point. So let's see. I will keep you updated. Good news that could happen. Celsius could reactivate withdrawals. Ironically, guys, while Celsius is not allowing people to withdraw their Bitcoin, they cannot sell Bitcoin. So that kind of keeping the price kind of in control right now. As the fears evaporate, if they resume the withdrawals, then we could see some price action in Bitcoin. So we will have to wait until that happens, and I will keep you posted as more things develop. So I hope this video was useful to you guys. If it was, don't forget to like it and subscribe to this channel if you want to learn how to invest like a Silicon Valley investor would. See you in the next video. Bye-bye now.